Hello, I'm Greta Tita Gita Mayor. Thank you so much for subscribing this channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, so that others will also be equipped about their purpose and discover their potential. And if you are new, click the subscribe and notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video. In this channel, you will receive Wisdom for Living. We are now on day 277, the enemy of fear. For you did not receive a spirit that makes you a slave again to fear, but you received the spirit of sonship, and by him we cry, Abba, Father. Romans 8:15. So, bawat isa sa atin, ang binigay ni God ay hindi takot, kundi sabi niya rito ay sonship, and we receive para maging slave ka. So, we did not receive a spirit that makes you slave again to fear. Sabi niya, hindi ka nilikha ni God para maging alipin ng takot, kundi binigyan niya tayo ng karapatan na maging anak ng Diyos. Tawagin siyang Abba, Father, means our source. So, ano pang dapat kinakatakot natin? Dahil tayo anak ng Diyos, wala tayo dapat ikatakot. So, we are continuing to look at the enemies of potential. We have already seen the effects of disobedience and sin. The third enemy we face is fear. So, fear is having faith in the impossible. It's dwelling on all that could go wrong instead of what will go right. Although, for example, accidents do happen, and cars must be carefully maintained and driven. Fear that prevents us from driving or riding a car immobilizes our potential because it severely limits where we can go. So, yung fear ay pwedeng mag-paralyze sa atin na kung saan yung pananampalataya mo sa imposible ay sabi mo, imposible yan. So, yun yung nangyayari instead na magkaroon ka ng paraan para ilabas mo yung potential mo, galing mo. Remember, God is our source. We have everything that we need. So, ayaw niya na tayo ay maging alipin ng takot. Dahil ang takot ay pwedeng maghadlang sa'yo o magpahinto sa'yo para hindi ka na makapagpatuloy na magtupad ng layunin ng Diyos or hindi mo mailabas ang iyong potential. For example, ang isang tao na disgrasya na siya minsan, for example, ay hindi na ako sasakay niyan o hindi na ako mag-dare na mag-try na mag-drive. Yan. So, ano nangyari? Yung kanyang dapat nakakaya na hindi niya mahasa dahil siya ay natakot. So, ibig sabihin yung kanyang fear or na-fail na kasi ako dati kaya hindi ko na lang itutuloy. So, it means ang fear ang nagkontrol. Ang fear ang nanguna. Remember, you were born to dominate. So, yung takot na nagkontrol sa kanya, yung takot ang humadlang sa kanya. Hindi ko nang itutuloy kasi takot ako baka anong mangyari. Kasi takot ako baka hindi magtagumpay. Kasi takot ako baka. So, yung takot mo ang nag-prevent sa'yo para hindi mailabas ang iyong potential, ang iyong galing para magpatuloy. So, yun yung dahilan kaya yun yung isang consequence. Ayan. Kapag pinahintulutan mo ang takot na mag-control sa'yo, remember, you have the ability to dominate. To dominate even your fear, your emotion. Fear means false evidence appearing real. Sa isip mo lang yon, hindi totoo na kung anong iniisip mo mangyayari dahil hindi naman isa yan sa enemy ng potential. Kapag inalaw mo na mag-control sa yung takot mo, of course, you will not be able to release your potential. When as a lad, David met the giant Goliath with a slingshot and 3 stones, he most likely was afraid. Yet because he mastered his fear by trusting in God instead of thinking about all that could go wrong, he freed the Israelites from the oppression of the enemies and honored the name of God. So, nung maliit pa nung mga binatilyo si David, lad ang sabi, di ba, alam natin si David at saka si Goliath. Anong ginamit niya lang is just a slingshot. So itong si Goliath ay ang tangkad na, kumpleto pa siya ng gear, kumpleto pa siya ng kanyang arm pa siya, na kung saan may espada siyang malaki, meron siyang shield, meron siyang breastplate, meron pa siyang, kumpleto siya sa pang-isang sundalo. Pero si David, wala siyang protection. So, anong ginamit niya? So, hindi siya nagpa-control sa kanyang takot, kundi mas nanguna sa kanya yung kanyang tiwala sa ating tagapagligay. Instead of thinking about all that could go wrong, anong ginawa niya? Nagtiwala siya sa Diyos. And as a result, napalaya ang mga Israelites from the oppression of the Palestine, ng mga kasamahan ni Goliath. Kaya, bawat isa sa atin, kapag di natin i-release yung ating potential, may magsasuffer. Kaya mahalaga na i-release natin. Ano man yung gift na meron ka, maraming taong matutulungan yan. Maraming taong makikinabang, henerasyon ang makikinabang. Sundin lang natin yung ating layunin sa buhay. So, wag nating hayaan ng takot ang mag-control sa atin. But dominate that faith with, that fear with faith. Kagaya ng ginawa ni David. His faith in God moved him beyond timidity to power. Fear is seeing Goliath too big to hit. Faith is seeing Goliath too big to miss. Paul wrote to Timothy about his ability to move beyond fear. So, kapag ang takot mo ang hinayaan mo mag-control sa'yo, ibig sabihin, nakita mo yung problema or yung obstacle na yan na ang laki naman nito, baka hindi ko matamaan, baka hindi ko kakayanin, or ang faith naman is sinasabi, ay, napakalaki ito na sigurado hindi ko siya mamimiss. Ibig sabihin, siguradong matamaan siya. Ayan, that's the faith of David. So, bawat isa sa atin, huwag nating titignan yung laki na hindi natin kakayanin, but our faith in God. So, the faith in you, tayo ay nadisinyo, remember, dinisinyo tayo ni God na mag-operate by faith. At may sinabi rin si Timothy, fan into flame the gift of God which is in you through the laying on of my hands. For God did not give us a spirit of timidity, but a spirit of power, of love, and of discipline. 2 Timothy 1:6-7. So, hindi takot, hindi timidity ang binigay sa atin ni God, kundi spirit of power, lakas, pagmamahal, and self-discipline. Yan yung binigay sa atin ni God. Hindi takot. Hindi spirit of timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline. Yun yung mayroon tayo. Ganyan tayo dinisinyo ni God. A spirit of self-discipline submits the information we receive through our bodies and our minds to the knowledge we receive from God's Spirit. It refuses to allow our minds to run while imagining everything that could happen and chooses instead to apply God's promises to the situation and to depend on God's love and power for the outcome. So dito makikita natin yung sinasabi rito, the spirit of the self-discipline, nagsasubmit ka sa information na natanggap ng iyong katawan. Remember, you must live from the inside out. So kung anong information na natanggap ng iyong body and minds to the knowledge we receive from God's Spirit. So ibig sabihin yung information na hindi galing sa labas, kundi from the Spirit of God, that the Spirit releases to you. Kung ano yung narinig mo na Word of God. Alam mo na Word of God, and then He feeds it to our soul, and then our soul feeds it to our body. So yun yung action na nangyayari from the Spirit, from within to the soul, from the Spirit to the soul to the body. Hindi from outside to the soul and to the Spirit. Hindi makarating sa Spirit, kundi soul kasi nagdi-decide. So, you need to live by faith, not by sight. Hindi sa outside na nakikita mo. Kasi si David, kung siya ay nagpadala, sa example si David, di ba? So, hindi niya hinayaan i-control siya nung yung nakita niya. Hindi niya hinayaan i-control siya nung naramdaman niya. Hindi niya hinayaan i-control siya kung ano yung nasa palibot niya, kung sino si Goliath. But, he allowed the Spirit of God to dictate yung kanyang soul at yun yung sinunod. So it refuses to allow our minds to run while imagining everything that could happen. So instead, in-apply niya kung ano yung promise ni God from the inside out. Ayan. So, kung anong sinabi ng Spirit, nag-dictate siya sa soul, and the soul dictates the body what to do. Kaya, yun, kumuha siya ng 3 bato at ginamit niya pang slingshot. Di pa nga naubos yung 3 bato, isa pa lang. So, it's better that we must live by faith. When you are living by faith, you are living from the inside out. But if you are living by sight, ano nakikita mo from the outside in. So, baliktad yun. Madi-discourage ka talaga. Matatakot ka talaga. So, napakahalaga na bawat isa sa atin, remember, God has given us the spirit of sonship. God has given us the spirit of power. Ayan. Faith, our God-given mode of operation, combats fear and encourages the maximizing of potential. He who fears to try will never know what he could have done. He who fears God has nothing else to fear. To maximize your life, you must neutralize fear with faith. So sinasabi ko kanina, tayo ay nadisenyo na mamuhay sa pananampalataya. Faith is doing something. Faith is believing before you will see. Ayan. Manampalataya ka, makikita mo. Yun ang faith. Pero yung doubt, yung kagaya ni Thomas, kailangan niya munang makita. So, wala siyang faith yon. Pero, pag may faith ka, hindi mo pa nakikita, sinusunod mo na, and then makikita mo later on the result. So, we are designed like that, to operate like that. Para makombat natin yung takot sa puso natin, kailangan natin ang exercise yung faith. Paano may exercise yung faith? Panghawakan mo, hindi sabi sa salita ng Diyos ganito, hindi sabi sa salita ng Diyos ganito. So, lagi nating panghahawakan. Faith nga nananampalataya ka sa sinasabi ng ating manual of life, that is the Word of God. He who fears to try will never know. So, diba yung sinasabi ko kanina na, nasubukan ko na yan dati, kaya alam ko na yan, takot na ako, takot ako mag-failure. So, hindi mo pa nga sinusubukan, baka the second time ay magtagumpay ka. So, di ba, yung try until you succeed. So, that's faith, determined. So, that's why kung ang faith ang nag-control sa'yo, nako, hindi mo mailalabas ang iyong potential. But, if you allow your faith to dominate, ibig sabihin yung pananampalataya mo sa Diyos, panghawakan mo yung sinasabi ng Diyos, hindi mo hayaan ang fear na mag-control sa'yo, then you will be able to release your potential. He who fears God has nothing else to fear. So, kung may takot ka sa Diyos, you honor God, you respect God, you believe in God, wala ka dapat katakutan. So, to maximize your life, you must neutralize fear with faith. Anong panlaban mo sa fear? Faith. Pananampalataya. Ayan. So, para neutralize mo. Para ma-maximize mo ang buhay mo, neutralize fear with faith. So, tanong ko, what is God-given mode of operation to combat fear and encourages the maximizing of potential? So, ano yon? So, if you know the answer, just leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. God bless.